Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Sega, please don't send me. I kinda did it a little bit as best as I can. Well, anyway, I'm Doyle, better known to y'all as the Big D, so now I'm going to bring to you guys another Sonic the Hedgehog review. This time I bring to you Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Genesis. Yes, I'm going to cover the Genesis version only, not the Game Gear Master System version though, because I'm really not into that much. I'm more fond of the second one, which was one of the first Genesis games I ever actually played. Played this at a neighbor's house. It's not too bad, but when I got it on the Sonic Mega Collection Plus on PlayStation 2, I did pretty well. Didn't get Chaos Emerald, so, but that's okay. I did well. Anyway, this was released in 1992, of course, after the success of the first game. This game proved to be just as much fun as the first one. Now, unlike the first game, you can crouch and start speeding your way through to help you get through those loop-de-loops and what have you, which is really cool. And possibly even help you beat out enemies. Now, in the game, of course, you do the same as before. Collect rings, defeat enemies without losing rings. If you get up to 50 rings, to get the bonus stage for the Chaos Emeralds, we hit the little light post thing, which I forgot to bring that up in my review of the first game. That's your checkpoint. And when you see a sparkling stars around, jump into that ring and you'll go to a bonus stage where you'll kind of get like sort of a 3DS type thing as you're running straight forward. You have to collect rings while avoiding obstacles. If you get the right amount of rings, you go into the same one. If you're around the nose again the third time, go for the third one. If you get through that, you got your Chaos Emerald. If you don't, you blew it. Enough said. Anyway, now along for the ride, you get a new partner aside, Miles Tails Prowler. Little two-tailed fox to join you on the scene. Now you can choose to play alone, or you can play with him, or you can do kind of a top-to-bottom play of it. Well, that's sort of. Now, unlike the last game, you only get 2 acts per zone, except for a layer stage, and you only get 1 act for the last 3 zones. Now, you'll go through all sorts of fun-filled levels, collecting rings, getting power-ups like the speed shoes, the invincibility. Oh yeah, another power-up. I forgot to bring this up in my review of the first one. The shield, which will give you an extra hit. That's good too. It usually will protect you from some hits sometimes, but not a whole lot. But anyway, I think that's a pretty cool thing. Yeah, extra life. Also, unlike the last game, you can get continue if you can finish a stage with 100 rings. Because like I said, unlike the original game, you can pause if you fail or finish a bonus level for the Chaos Emerald with 50 rings or more, you get continue. But in this game, you get a continue for every 100 rings you collected. If you still got them when you reach the end of a level. And of course, you got old Dr. Robotnik back for another round, so be prepared for him. Every time when you go through some of these fun-filled environments, starting with the Emerald Hill Zone, which of course is very simple and what have you, and you'll go through all those other levels, including the ever-popular Casino Night Zone, plus all those others, which have, well, 2 or the extra 3, which include the chemical plant, the aquatic ruin, Hilltop, the Mystic Caves, Oil Ocean, and the extremely frustrating Metropolis Zone, which is the one with three zones and three acts and what have you. And believe me, if you think the Labyrinth Zone from the first one gave you sheer hell, you just wait until you go through the Metropolis Zone, because that is more sheer hell you'll have to go through. Once you get through that frustration, you'll go on to the Sky Chase Zone, and then to the Air Fortress, and then to the Death Egg, where you face the male psych, and then go into a final confrontation with Egg Belly himself. In a giant mech, of course, which is probably one of the great final bosses of a Sonic game, in my opinion, anyway. But you don't have to take my word for it, though. Anyway, now, the graphics are real good and all, just as much as the first game is. Now, also, unlike the first game or even the third game, you don't get a try again thing if you don't get all the Chaos Emeralds. You'll just get a Sonic the Hedgehog 2 logo at the end of your credits and all. That's it. Now, if you get all the Chaos Emeralds and you reach 100 rings, you can power up and become Super Sonic. That can help you beat out all sorts of enemies. But I will give you a word of warning, though. You have to be careful, especially in the Metropolis Zone, especially when you get to the bit before the Robotnik battle. Because that's hard to explain. But anyway, which I'm going to go ahead and tell you that, of course, being sheer hell is my least favorite zone. My favorite zone of the game is, you got it, Casino Night Zone. I love it. The music is absolutely awesome. I love how you go into, like, make it feel like a pinball machine. Of course, that's what they would do later on for Sonic Spinball, but of course you're in this little thing that acts like a slot machine. You can get rings and what have you. Just be careful not to get the Robotniks, or else he takes away all your rings. There's not many dangers except for this enemy with a shield and what have you. But anyway, and the Robotnik battle, that is very tricky, but I finally got the hang of it though. So, anyway, now, Hilltop Zone's real good. The Emerald Hill's real good. Most of the zones are pretty good. Oil Ocean is alright, but not good though. It's another least favorite zone of mine. I do like the music though, but anyway. I think this is absolutely fun, what have you. I think this is a perfect addition to your Sega Genesis collection, but if you don't have a Genesis, you can get on the Sonic Mega Collection for, well, various consoles, or Sonic Mega Collection Plus for the PlayStation 2. You can also find on Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. You can also find on the Sega Genesis, the new Sega Genesis Collection that came out on PS4 and those other consoles. So anyway, I would definitely recommend you play Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I'd say play this. You will not be disappointed. You might get a little aggravated and frustrated when you get to Oil Ocean or even Metropolis. You'll probably get more frustrated with Metropolis than anyone can imagine. I'm serious. But anyway, the music's good too. Even in my least favorite stages. So, anyway, they're all real good. Excuse me. And of course, if you can complete this game with all the Chaos Emeralds, you'll have an actual ending where you're Super Sonic after you beat Robotnik, because you have to complete with no rings, just like the first game. So, I'd say you still should give Sonic the Hedgehog 2 a shot. It's very fun. It's good. Enough said about it. So anyway, have you played Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for Sega Genesis? If you have, please tell me what you thought about it in the comments section. Like and subscribe to this channel as well and be a part of the Big D Nation. Now, I am happy to report that I'm actually now moved back to 180 after unexpectedly slipping out not so long ago. But thank you, I'm now almost to 200. I'm just 19 away, so that's good. If you keep telling your friends about my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. I thank Hobbs Horror for, well, helping out and got one of his subbers to check me out, so that's good. Now if any of my other YouTube subbers have people that are interested in reviews of movies, video games, TV shows, music, and what have you, feel free to tell them to come to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, thank you again for watching my review of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now, you can click on the little button in the bottom right hand corner to subscribe. If you liked what you saw, you can check out these two recent vids. In the upper left hand corner is my review of the first Sonic game for Sega Genesis, and the upper right hand corner is my recent spoiler-free review of the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which I went and saw yesterday, with James Marsden, Ben Schwartz as the voice of Sonic, and Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, which I thought was pretty good. I forgot to bring up one other slight negative I had with the movie. Forgive me for bringing this up. It was a surprise again, the Olive Garden gift card from Uncle Sam. Can you believe that? Sorry, I had to bring that up since I forgot to bring that up in my Sonic movie review. Forgive me. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya, and I am up, over, and gone.